Imagine waking up one day to find out that the universe isn't just a vast collection of galaxies, stars and black holes, but a conscious, living entity. What if every particle, every law of physics, and even the way galaxies move were part of a grand, intelligent design? A cosmic brain thinking, evolving, and perhaps watching us? This isn't just science fiction. Some of the greatest minds in physics and philosophy have pondered this mind-bending question. Is the universe alive? Could it be an unfathomable intelligence that spans across time and space? Let's dive into this cosmic enigma and explore 10 fascinating clues that may suggest the universe is not just a lifeless void, but a vast intelligent being, a universal brain. If the universe were a living entity, what would its brain look like? Would it have neurons, connections, and some form of cosmic intelligence? Surprisingly, we may already have a clue, and it's hidden in the structure of the cosmos itself. Scientists have discovered something deeply unsettling about the large-scale structure of the universe. Galaxies, stars, and even mysterious dark matter aren't randomly scattered across space. Instead, they form something called the cosmic web, a vast, interconnected network of filaments stretching across billions of light years. Now, here's where it gets downright eerie. This cosmic web looks almost exactly like the neural networks in a human brain. A groundbreaking study compared the structure of the universe to a detailed scan of the brain's neural pathways. The result? The two systems follow the same mathematical patterns. Both have densely connected hubs, intricate networks of filaments, and an overall structure optimized for the transfer of information. This means the universe doesn't just look like a brain, it behaves like one too. The way galaxies cluster together, the way energy moves across space, even the formation of new stars, all of these mirror the way neurons communicate in a living brain. And here's where the mystery deepens. If our brain is conscious because of its intricate connections, could the universe be the same? Could these cosmic filaments act as pathways for an unimaginable intelligence, a kind of cosmic consciousness that spans across time and space? And if the universe does think, what is it thinking about? Could we, as conscious beings, be tiny thoughts within the vast mind of the universe? Before we jump to conclusions, let's explore the next piece of this cosmic puzzle. If the universe is a vast, conscious entity, then it must have a way to process and regulate itself. But here's the mind-bending part. The laws of physics behave suspiciously like a form of intelligence. Think about it. The universe isn't chaotic. It operates under precise, elegant, and deeply mathematical laws that govern everything from the tiniest atoms to the largest black holes. Gravity, electromagnetism, quantum mechanics, all of these forces work together in a remarkably ordered way. But why? Why should the universe have laws at all? Some scientists argue that the laws of physics seem almost too perfect, too well calibrated, as if they were fine-tuned by something with intent. For example, if the force of gravity were just slightly weaker, stars wouldn't form. If the electromagnetic force were just a bit different, atoms wouldn't hold together. Even the mysterious dark energy that drives the universe's expansion seems precisely balanced to allow galaxies, planets, and life to exist. This eerie precision has led some physicists to propose a radical idea. The universe may be self-aware. Instead of mindlessly obeying physical laws, the universe could be actively maintaining and adjusting them, almost like a brain managing its own body. Take quantum mechanics, for example. Particles don't have a definite state until they are observed. Could this mean the universe is actively deciding how reality unfolds, much like a brain processes information? Could every fundamental force, from gravity to time itself, be part of a greater cosmic intelligence? And if so, what is it trying to achieve? We may find our answer in the next mystery. Does the universe have a memory? If the universe is a vast, conscious entity, could it also have something resembling a memory? Could past events leave an imprint on reality, much like memories in a human brain? At first, this might seem absurd. After all, the universe is just a collection of matter and energy, right? But modern physics suggests something far stranger. The universe might actually remember. Let's start with one of the biggest puzzles in science: black holes. These cosmic monsters don't just swallow matter, they seem to store information. Physicists like Stephen Hawking discovered that black holes aren't completely destructive. They emit what's called Hawking radiation, a faint energy that slowly leaks out over time. But here's the shocking part. The information about everything that falls into a black hole isn't lost. It's somehow encoded into the radiation. This has led to an unsettling idea known as the holographic principle. Some scientists believe that the entire universe could function like a giant memory system, where every event, every moment, and every action leaves a faint but permanent imprint on the cosmic fabric. But it doesn't stop there. The way galaxies form, the way particles behave at the quantum level, there are hints everywhere that the universe operates like a system that retains information. Even space-time itself might be recording events in ways we don't yet understand. And if the universe has a memory, then the next question is even more disturbing. Does it have thoughts? If the universe has a memory, could it also have thoughts? Could it be actively processing information, much like a brain solving problems? At first, this might seem impossible. After all, we think of thoughts as something tied to neurons, brains, and biological life. But some physicists believe that thinking doesn't require a biological brain. It just requires a system capable of processing information. And that's exactly what the universe appears to be doing. Consider this. The universe operates through intricate patterns of cause and effect. Every atom, every star, and every black hole follows precise physical laws. But here's where it gets strange. The way these laws interact creates something eerily similar to computation. Think about a computer. It processes information through electrical circuits and logic gates. But the universe processes information too, through the interaction of quantum particles, gravitational forces, and electromagnetic fields. The equations that govern reality behave in a way that suggests the cosmos might be solving problems, adapting and evolving. Quantum mechanics adds an even deeper layer of mystery. In the quantum realm, particles don't have a definite state until they're observed. They exist in superpositions, multiple states at once, until something forces them to decide. This has led some scientists to speculate, is the universe actively choosing outcomes? If so, this suggests that the universe isn't just a passive collection of matter, it could be a self-regulating decision-making system. And what's even more unsettling is that this cosmic intelligence might be far greater than anything we can comprehend. Which leads us to the next chilling question. Could the universe be aware of us? If the universe is a conscious entity, could it be aware of its own existence? And more importantly, could it be aware of us? This idea isn't as far-fetched as it might seem. Some of the strangest discoveries in physics suggest that our very act of observing the universe might influence its behavior. Take the double-slit experiment, one of the most baffling phenomena in quantum mechanics. When scientists fire individual particles, like electrons, at a barrier with two slits, something bizarre happens. If the particles aren't observed, they behave like waves, creating an interference pattern. But the moment someone observes the experiment, the particles suddenly behave like solid objects, as if they know they're being watched. This has led to an unsettling possibility. Observation might play a fundamental role in shaping reality. Some scientists even argue that the universe may require conscious observers like us to collapse reality into a definite form. In other words, the universe might not just be watching us, we might be a necessary part of its awareness. And it gets even weirder. Some physicists propose a theory called panpsychism, which suggests that consciousness isn't something that emerges from matter. It's a fundamental property of reality itself. This means that every particle, every force, every galaxy might have some form of awareness, no matter how small. If true, this could mean that the universe itself is a vast, interconnected field of consciousness. Every star, every planet, even the empty void of space could be part of a grand, self-aware system. But if the universe is aware, does it have a purpose? If the universe is conscious, aware, and possibly thinking, then the next question is unavoidable. Does it have a purpose? Is everything we see, galaxies, black holes, even life itself, part of some grand cosmic plan? At first, this seems impossible to answer. After all, we assume the universe is indifferent, following cold mathematical laws without intention. But as we've seen, reality may not be that simple. Some of the greatest minds in science have argued that the universe appears to be moving toward something. Consider the concept of entropy. According to the second law of thermodynamics, everything in the universe should be heading toward disorder. Over time, stars burn out, energy spreads, and chaos should increase. But strangely, the universe also shows a deep tendency toward complexity, structure, and life. Why? From the birth of galaxies to the evolution of life, the cosmos seems to defy randomness, building ever more organized and sophisticated structures. The atoms in your body were once forged in the hearts of stars. The neurons in your brain operate like miniature galaxies of their own. And against all odds, life has developed intelligence, allowing us to observe and understand the universe itself. This has led some scientists and philosophers To propose a radical idea, the universe might be trying to understand itself. Think about it. If the universe is a vast thinking entity, then intelligent life, us, might not be an accident. We could be the universe's way of observing and comprehending its own existence. Some theories even suggest that consciousness isn't just a byproduct of evolution, but a fundamental force woven into the fabric of reality. The universe might not just allow life, it might actively encourage it, using intelligent beings as its own sensory organs to perceive and interpret itself. But if this is true, then the next question is even stranger. If the universe is conscious, aware, and possibly has a purpose, then here's the next mind-bending question. Can it communicate? Could the cosmos be trying to send messages, not just through the language of physics, but in ways we have yet to understand? Throughout history, humans have looked to the sky for signs, interpreting celestial events as omens, messages from the gods, or even the whispers of the cosmos itself. While ancient myths may seem like superstition, modern science has uncovered curious patterns in the universe that hint at a deeper form of communication. One of the most baffling examples is the cosmic microwave background radiation, a faint uniform glow left over from the Big Bang. This radiation, discovered in the 1960s, holds imprints of the early universe, almost like a snapshot frozen in time. Some scientists speculate that these imprints could be a kind of cosmic code, revealing information about the fundamental structure of reality. And then there's the mystery of fast radio bursts. These are incredibly powerful millisecond-long flashes of radio waves that originate from deep space. Some FRBs repeat in strange patterns, leading to speculation that they could be artificial signals, perhaps even cosmic messages from an advanced intelligence. Could the universe itself be producing them? Or could they be the work of something else, something listening and responding? But the real shock comes from an emerging idea in quantum mechanics, that reality itself might be a kind of conversation. The theory of quantum entanglement suggests that particles, no matter how far apart, can be instantly connected. This spooky action at a distance, as Einstein called it, raises an eerie question. Is the universe communicating with itself on a fundamental level? If so, could it be possible that the cosmos is sending messages, ones we simply haven't learned how to interpret yet? Could our thoughts, our discoveries, even our very existence be part of a dialogue with something far greater than ourselves? And if the universe is trying to communicate? If the universe is communicating, whether through physics, cosmic patterns, or even the existence of consciousness itself, then the biggest question of all remains, what happens if we finally understand it? Throughout history, humanity has sought answers about the nature of reality, from ancient philosophers gazing at the stars to modern physicists probing the quantum fabric of existence. But what if the truth is something far beyond our current comprehension? What if the universe is waiting for us to reach a certain level of awareness before it fully reveals itself? Some of the greatest scientific breakthroughs have come from decoding hidden messages in nature. Newton deciphered gravity, Einstein unraveled space-time, and quantum mechanics shattered our understanding of reality. Each step has brought us closer to a fundamental truth that seems just out of reach. But here's the terrifying possibility. What if understanding the universe changes us? In some theories of quantum physics, observation affects reality itself. If the universe is a conscious system, then fully grasping its nature might trigger something, a shift in perception, a reconfiguration of reality, or even a transformation in the way the cosmos operates. Some scientists have proposed the participatory universe hypothesis, the idea that reality isn't just something we observe, it's something we co-create. This means that as our understanding deepens, we might actually alter the nature of the universe itself. What if the ultimate realization is that we are not separate from the cosmos, but an extension of its consciousness? What if the barriers between observer and observed, between life and universe, between mind and matter, all dissolve? And then comes the most unsettling question of all. What happens next? If the universe is conscious and we are a part of its awareness, then reaching the ultimate truth, fully understanding the cosmos, could change everything. But what happens next? Some theories suggest that once intelligence reaches a certain level of awareness, a transition occurs. This idea is echoed in religious texts, ancient myths, and even modern scientific theories. Some describe it as transcendence, a shift where life evolves beyond its current limitations. Others call it the technological singularity, where intelligence surpasses all known boundaries, merging with machines or even the fabric of space-time itself. But what if this evolution isn't just about technology or biology? What if it's about consciousness itself? Some physicists and philosophers speculate that reality could be a simulation or an illusion, and that awareness of this truth might allow us to break free from it. Could the universe be guiding us toward a revelation, waiting for us to reach the point where we awaken to a higher state of existence? There's an eerie possibility hidden in the concept of self-awareness. If the universe is conscious, and we are its thinking components, then understanding this truth could mean one of two things. We merge with the universe's awareness, becoming part of its infinite consciousness, transcending individuality. We disrupt the illusion, tearing apart the boundary between mind and reality, unlocking something hidden, something no civilization has ever reached before. But what if this has happened before? What if countless civilizations throughout the cosmos have reached this moment, only to disappear, ascending to a level beyond our comprehension? Could this be the great filter, the missing piece in the Fermi paradox? Is the reason we don't see advanced alien civilizations because they've all moved beyond the physical realm? And if that's true, are we next? If the universe is a vast conscious entity and we are its thinking components, then we must ask, are we on the verge of something bigger, a cosmic awakening? For centuries, humanity has experienced sudden leaps in understanding. We once believed the Earth was the center of the universe, until we realized we were just a tiny planet orbiting an average star. Then we discovered galaxies beyond our own, and suddenly the universe became unfathomably vast. Now quantum physics, artificial intelligence, and the search for extraterrestrial life are pushing the boundaries of what we know. We are starting to question not just the universe around us, but the nature of reality itself. Some scientists speculate that we may be approaching a phase transition, a moment when human intelligence reaches a tipping point, allowing us to perceive the true nature of the cosmos. Some call this the Omega point, a state where all consciousness merges into a single, unified intelligence. Perhaps what the universe has been evolving toward all along. But here's the most mind-bending thought of all. What if this realization has already begun? What if every breakthrough in physics, every advancement in AI, every shift in human awareness is part of a much larger process, one that has been set in motion since the beginning of time? The ancient philosopher Plato once said that reality is like shadows on a cave wall, and that true understanding comes from stepping into the light. Are we standing at the edge of that light right now? And if we are, then there's one final question. Do we embrace it, or do we turn away? After all this mind-bending speculation, there's one final and unsettling possibility. What if we are not meant to understand the true nature of the universe? What if consciousness itself has limitations, like a cosmic firewall, preventing us from seeing beyond a certain point? This idea echoes across multiple disciplines. In quantum mechanics, the observer paradox suggests that reality changes based on measurement. Could there be aspects of existence that collapse the moment we try to understand them? In religion and philosophy, many traditions speak of hidden knowledge, truths so profound that they can only be understood after a transformation of the mind, soul, or being. In physics, there are limits like the speed of light or the event horizon of a black hole. Could there be a similar boundary for consciousness, one we can never cross? Some scientists believe there's a fundamental barrier in the way we experience reality. We evolved to survive, not to comprehend the full scope of the cosmos. Perhaps the universe is infinitely complex, and no matter how advanced we become, we will always be staring at shadows on the cave wall, never able to see the full picture. And then there's an even stranger possibility. What if knowing the ultimate truth would end everything? Some theorists propose that the universe exists because it doesn't fully know itself, that uncertainty, chaos, and curiosity are what keep reality in motion. If we ever unraveled its deepest mystery, could that collapse the system? Could knowledge itself be the force holding everything together? Or perhaps the universe is waiting for us to make a choice, remain in ignorance or step into the unknown. But if we step forward, if we truly understand, what happens next? What if the universe isn't just a vast, silent expanse, but something aware, watching, and maybe even trying to communicate with us? For centuries, humanity has looked up at the stars, searching for meaning. We've sent signals into space, hoping for a reply. But what if the reply is already here, hidden in plain sight? Scientists have long puzzled over strange cosmic signals, radio bursts from deep space, the eerie patterns in the cosmic microwave background, and even the mysterious nature of dark matter and dark energy, forces shaping the universe that we still don't understand. Could these be messages? Could the universe itself be whispering its secrets? Some researchers believe that intelligence isn't just limited to biological life. It could exist in different forms, within black holes, within the fabric of space-time, or even as the structure of the cosmos itself. If the universe is conscious, maybe it has already found a way to speak, but we just don't know how to listen. Think about it. If the universe was alive, if it had a mind, how would it communicate? Would it be through patterns, numbers, forces beyond our comprehension? What if every fundamental law of physics is not just a rule, but a message waiting to be decoded? And then comes the biggest question of all. If we ever figure out how to listen, what will it say? What if we, humans, life, intelligence, are not just passive observers of the universe, but its very senses? Think about it. Without conscious beings to perceive reality, would the universe even exist in the way we understand it? Quantum physics tells us that observation plays a fundamental role in shaping reality. The famous double-slit experiment shows that particles behave differently when they are being watched. Could this mean that consciousness itself is an essential part of the cosmos? Some scientists propose that the universe wants to observe itself, that consciousness is not an accident, but a built-in mechanism for the cosmos to experience itself. If that's true, then we are not separate from the universe. We are the universe, waking up to itself. But here's the eerie part. If the universe is using us to observe and understand itself, then what happens when we reach the final truth? What happens when our knowledge expands so far that we fully comprehend the nature of existence? Will that be the end game? Or will it be the beginning of something new, an awakening on a scale beyond imagination? And if we are the universe's eyes, is there something it doesn't want us to see? What if reality is carefully designed to keep us searching, never quite reaching the ultimate answer? Or what if, in some distant future, when our minds are finally ready, we unlock a final truth that rewrites everything we thought we knew? What do you think? Is the universe alive? Is consciousness a fundamental part of reality? Or is this all just human imagination running wild? Let's dive deep into the discussion in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you love exploring the biggest mysteries of the cosmos.